What if I told you that a simple Lincoln Pennies could be worth up to $11 million? Unbelievable, but it's 100% real. Some Lincoln cents are so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable that they've broken records at major auctions. We're revealing the top 3 ultra super rare Lincoln pennies that have stunned the coin world. These aren't just old coins, these are historical legends, packed with minting errors, off-metal strikes. Imagine holding a penny in your hand that looks like any other. We're talking about the 1964 SMS Lincoln penny, one of the most mysterious and rarest coins in American history. So stay tuned, because in this video we're uncovering its secret origin, how to spot one, and why it could be worth tens of thousands, or even $1 million. What is the 1964 SMS Lincoln penny? The 1964 SMS Lincoln penny is a United States 1-cent coin that stands apart from ordinary 1964 Lincoln cents in nearly every way, but it takes a trained eye to notice. SMS stands for Special Mint Set, a type of coin that was never officially issued to the public in 1964. While SMS sets were regularly minted from 1965 to 1967, no such sets were supposed to exist for 1964. That mystery, that aura of, was this even supposed to exist, is what gives the 1964 SMS penny its incredible collector power. It's a ghost coin, a myth come to life, and it's gaining legendary status in numismatics. Value and auction records. Now let's talk about the big question: how much is this coin worth? Because of its extreme rarity and mysterious origin, the 1964 SMS Lincoln penny has sold for astounding prices. PCGSSP 67 Red, RD, sold for $11,500 in a 2004 Heritage auction. Another sold for $12,500 in 2016. Even higher values have been offered privately. PCGSSP 68 Red, sold for $25,300 in 2019. Currently, the PCGS Price Guide estimates the value of a PCGSSP 68 RD at around $39,000 or more. How to identify a 1964 SMS Lincoln penny? Now, here's the most important part. How do you tell if your 1964 Lincoln penny is an SMS rarity worth thousands, or just a regular 1-cent coin? Finish. The surface should look smooth and almost matte or satiny, not glossy like proof coins or dull like circulated cents. Sharp strike details, the design elements, especially Lincoln's bust, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, are very sharply defined. The coin will show full lines, deep relief, and crisp details. Die polishing lines. You may notice light die polishing lines across the fields of the coin. These are from the minting process and a sign of a fresh die strike. Lack of contact marks. These coins show virtually no bag marks or signs of wear. That's because they were likely struck and handled with care, like proof or SMS coins. Unique rim and edge. The rim is often more squared off, unlike the rounded rims of regular business strikes. The edges will also appear more sharply cut. If your coin meets these features, it may be worth getting it graded and authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Estimated future potential. If a higher grade specimen or new discovery came to market, especially with provenance, collectors might pay over $50,000, even $100,000 or more. Some coin experts argue that because there are fewer than 20 certified examples, the coin could skyrocket in value, especially as U.S. coin collecting continues to grow. What if I told you that a single penny, it's just a 1969 Lincoln penny, it's one of the rarest error coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint, the 1969 double die obverse Lincoln cent. A coin so rare, so mysterious, and so valuable, it was once even seized by the Secret Service because it was thought to be a counterfeit. Yes, this is no ordinary coin. So don't blink, because in this video, we're diving into the incredible story, the undeniable value, and how to spot this rare penny that could be sitting quietly in your pocket, your drawer, or your childhood coin jar. The 1969 Lincoln cent was struck at the San Francisco Mint, with over 544 million coins produced for circulation. At first glance, it appears ordinary, featuring the familiar design, Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It was minted in copper, weighs 3.11 grams, and includes the S mint mark under the date. Values and auction records. Over the past 2 decades, the 1969 double die Lincoln penny has smashed records at auctions, trophy top auction sales, PCGS MS 64 Red. Sold for $126,500 at Heritage Auctions in 2008. This is one of the finest known examples with full red luster. PCGS MS63 Red. Sold for $105,800. Clean surfaces and sharp doubling make it a six-figure prize. NGC 55 Australian dollars. Even with light wear, this coin sold for over $50,000. PCGS XF45. Lower grade example still brought in $35,000 plus. Now here's the craziest part, no MS67 red example has ever surfaced. If one is ever discovered, it could realistically sell for $500,000 to $1 million or more, depending on market hype and auction competition. So, if you find this coin and it's in high mint state condition, you're not just lucky, you've just become very rich. What makes this coin so rare? Here's why the 1969 double die obverse Lincoln penny is so special. Extreme doubling. Most double die coins have subtle doubling only visible under magnification. But the 1969 DDO features clear, bold doubling, easily seen with the naked eye. The words, Liberty, and, In God We Trust, look like they were stamped twice. Mint mark not doubled. The S mint mark is not doubled, because it was hand-punched onto the die after the doubling error occurred. This helps confirm the coin's authenticity and origin. Ultra-low population, fewer than 100 authentic examples are believed to exist today. Only a few dozen have been certified by major grading companies like PCGS and NGC. Mystery and government seizures. Because of the initial controversy, multiple 1969 DDO pennies were confiscated and destroyed by the Secret Service. This reduced the surviving population even further, adding a layer of historical drama and intrigue. We're talking about the 1983 Lincoln penny, a simple-looking 1-cent coin that shocked the coin collecting world when an extremely rare error made of copper surfaced. This 1983 copper penny isn't just rare, it's one of the rarest modern coin errors in US history. And some experts believe it could be worth tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands, or maybe millions if a bidding war ever broke out. Astonished face fire. After 20 years of minting Lincoln Memorial cents in a 95% copper composition, 1959 to 1981, the US Mint made a major change in 1982 due to rising copper prices. Pennies became zinc-based coins with a thin copper plating, saving the government millions of dollars. Moneybag current value and auction records. Fire. This is where things get really interesting. Only a few verified 1983 copper pennies are known to exist. And when they go to auction, they fetch eye-watering prices. Moneybag 1 1983 copper penny authenticated by NGC sold for $15,000. Another example authenticated by PCGS brought in $18,000. Experts estimate that if a pristine, uncirculated example surfaces, it could easily fetch $50,000 plus. If multiple bidders recognize it as a unique mint error, it could go for $100,000 to $250,000. And if a new discovery coin hits the media, even $1 million is not off the table. Warning: most modern pennies are worth face value, but this one is the exception. Why is this coin so valuable? A few reasons why collectors go crazy for the 1983 copper error. 1. Rarity. Only a handful confirmed. Possibly fewer than 5 examples known to exist. 2. Historical significance. It represents a transitional error from the copper to zinc shift. A bridge between 2 eras in US coinage. 3. Mint origin error. This isn't post-mint damage or tampering. It's a true mint mistake, which is rare and prized. 4. High demand from error collectors. Die-hard numismatists and error collectors pay huge premiums for coins like this. They complete sets of rare US coin anomalies. How to identify a 1983 copper penny? Direct hit. So how do you know if your 1983 penny is the golden ticket? Here are the steps. Check the weight. A standard 1983 penny, zinc, weighs 2.5 grams. A genuine copper penny from 1983 will weigh around 3.11 grams. Use a high-precision digital scale, to 0.01 G accuracy. Look for the D mint mark, must have a clear Denver D below the date. Be cautious, many fakes are made by altering the mint mark. No signs of damage or alteration, check for natural mint luster. Avoid coins that look glued, filed, or drilled, these are common fakes. Authentication is crucial. If your penny seems to match the criteria, send it to a third-party grader like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They use X-ray fluorescence to determine the metal composition and will certify genuine errors.